Hi guys, so we're going to be doing Saxon Phonics Lesson 53 today. So let's see. So real quick, we're going to review. So how many letters are in our alphabet? We've said this over and over again. There are 26 letters in the alphabet. Very good. And they either have to be vowels or consonants. Very good. And we know how many vowels do we have? 5. That's right, because we can fit them on our hand and say A, E, I, O, U. Okay, all right. And so what is the initial letter in the alphabet? Remember, initial means beginning. A, and what's the final letter in the alphabet? That's right, Z. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to say our alphabet in a really funny way. Are you ready? So when you see a vowel, what you're going to do is you're going to whisper. And then a consonant, you're going to say it loud and proud. Are you ready? So we can start in A as a vowel. So B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. Very good. All right, now that we're all warmed up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a word, and I want you to tell me which syllable I say longer. So when I accent, okay? So when I say it. Now remember, sometimes people accent different parts of the word depending on where they live. So if I say stove, stove, which one did I say longer and louder? That's right, stove. Very good. Van, van. All right, you ready? Van, van. It's only one syllable, so it would be van. What about save? Save. That's very good. And vent, vent. It's just vent because there's only one syllable in that word. All right, so we're going to quickly name our letters and digraphs. Okay, are you ready? So what do we have first? Digraph TH, digraph NG, digraph EE, E, H, C, A consonant E. Remember that line means consonant. N, D, Z, U consonant E, E consonant E, A, W, O consonant E, B, G, U, R, I consonant E, K, M, X, Y, and then at the bottom, J. Very good. All right, look at all the different letter cards that we have for sounds now, okay? So these are different ways that we can spell those sounds. Okay, remember, I'm going to say the word so you can hear it inside the word. Then I'm going to say the sound, you echo it back to me, and then we'll say what makes that sound. Are you ready? So sheep, E. Digraph EE, very good. Umbrella, U. Unicorn, U. Ring, ng. Digraph NG. Yarn, Y. Inch, I. Cake, A consonant E, very good. Icicle, I. Feather, Digraph TH, very good. Goat, G. Cube, U consonant E. Wagon, W. Thimble, digraph TH. Dime, I consonant E. Shark, digraph SH. Lion, L. Concrete, E consonant E. Hose, O consonant E. Rose, S. Fox, X. Rabbit, R. Hook, digraph OO. Cat, C. jar, j, j, tooth, oo, digraph, o, elephant, e, equal, e, duck, k, digraph, ck. Very good. All right, so you're going to listen to the words that I say, and this time you're going to tell me the sound that each of them has in it, okay? So this sound might be at the beginning or it might be at the middle, but they all have one sound in common. Are you ready? Stove, van, save, vent. Let's try it one more time. Are you ready? Stove, van, save, vent. What sound did you hear in each word? That's right. You hear the V sound. Today we're going to focus on that V sound. Put your finger on your neck and say V. Do you feel vibrations? Yes. That V really vibrates those vocal cords because it's a voiced sound. All right, look at these words. I have stove, van, save, vent, have, give, and live. What do you notice about them? That's right, they all have the letter V in it. And is V a consonant or a vowel? It's a consonant because remember it's not A, E, I, O, U, so it must be a consonant. What do you notice when you spell V in the final position? So look at the end of the words. I've got V here. I've got V here. I've got V here. I've got V here, and I've got V here at the end of the words. What do you always notice? That's right, it's got that E at the end of it. So we're going to learn about a new spelling word today. It's called the final V spelling rule, okay? So when you hear that V at the end of a word, you know it's going to be VE. You can't hear that E, but we're not going to end a word with just the V. It has to have an E behind it. So look, when you hear have, it's VE. Wave, VE. Leave, VE. Live, VE. Hive, VE. Solve, VE. So anytime you're trying to spell and you hear in that final part the V, you know you have to attach an E at the end of it, okay? It can't have the V by itself, okay, at the end. And we're going to practice that. All right, our picture card for the V sound is vest, because you can hear that V at the beginning, okay? So we're going to watch a little video about the letter V.
When you see a V, it sounds like as in very, very good, or very, very mad, or very, 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 very happy, or very, 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 very glad. Lots of names begin with V. Veronica, Vinny, and Valerie. Violet, Vernon, Vance, and Vic. Or Victoria, take your pick. Viva, viva, diddle, 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 dee. A very, 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 very little song for the valuable letter V. When Vera took her vitamin, she played better on her violin. She also sang with a velvet voice, but the violin was Vera's choice. Volcanoes are what Victor likes. Volcanoes Victor hikes. It's very hot, but Victor vows it is not. Viva, viva, diddle, 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 dee. A very, 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 very little song for the valuable letter V. A few more words that start with V. Vacuum, vent, and victory. Vegetable, vehicle, vine, and vest. There isn't time to name the rest. Viva, viva, diddle, 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 dee. A very, 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 very little song for the valuable letter V. Viva, viva, diddle, 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 dee. A very, 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 very little song
All right, guys, you did an awesome job listening to that letter V song. So we're going to practice how we're going to write the letter V, okay? So when we write the letter V, a capital or an uppercase V, we start at the sky, we're going to slant to the ground, and then we're going to slant back up. Okay, let's try that again. Start at the sky, slant to the ground, and slant back up. Remember we say the word slant, that means that we're going down like a slide, okay? And then our lowercase v is exactly the same, except we're going to start in the middle. So we start at the middle, we slant to the ground, and we slant back up. Okay, so we're going to practice that when we're making our, working on our activity sheet. All right, so let's see. All right, guys, so it's that time of the day where we're going to get to make some words. So since we're focusing on the letter V, let's pull up that consonant first to start our first word, okay? So I know the letter V makes the V sound. Very good. Now, when we're saying it, let's make sure we just vibrate and say V, and we're not saying V and adding that at the end, because then it sounds like you have a U behind it. So I've got V, and then what if I move this vowel and this consonant behind it? Now I have the word v-at, that, very good. What if I add that sneaky E at the end? Now I have vate, vate, very good. And that's a nonsense word. All right, let's see, are you ready? What if I take E as my middle sound and T as my final sound? Now I have v-et. Vet, very good. Let's try another one. What if I put V at the end of my sound? Now I have have, but I know, remember, if I have that V at the end, I have to put a E. And this word is a rule breaker, because I want you to look. It looks like it's an A consonant E word, but it's the word have. That's a short A. Remember, our rule when we usually do CVC words is that it should be have, because it should make an A sound. But have is one of our rule breakers. All right, let's try another one. What if I add a P to the beginning now? So now I've got that A sneaky E, so p-ave. Have, very good. What if I change the beginning letter to F? Fave. Nice job. All right. What if I have an O and I'm going to put a blend at the beginning? We're going to have to make it fit very carefully. So I put a blend at the beginning. So we know that CL blends together and it says cool. So I've got cool, ove, clove. Nice job. All right, now we're just going to make another word. This one is going to take our letter that we talked about earlier on in the week and the letter we worked on today. So it's that I sneaky E, because remember that V's got to have an E behind it. So jive, jive. Very nice. All right, guys, you guys did an awesome job making words today. All right, now that we made some words, let's go ahead and code some words. All right, guys, we're ready to try to code some of these words. Are you ready? So let's look up at our first word. This is a contraction. Well, I know that if it's a contraction, I can't really sound it out. It's not going to follow the rules. So I'm going to circle that contraction, and I just know it's the word it's. Okay, let's look at our next word. Now remember, when I have apostrophe S, it's just like when I have S at the end of the words. It's separate. I'm not going to include it because it's like drawing a line saying that this is not part of the word before, okay? So then I have a V and I have an I. And if I don't have anything behind the I, that means that that vowel is open and that consonant is open. So the I is going to be long. So I'm going to put that macron on top, okay? So V-I, vi. And then we add that apostrophe S, vise, vise. And remember, when we do that apostrophe S, it's going to make the Z sound. So I'm going to put that line through the S so I know to make a Z instead of a S sound. So it's vise. Very good. Look at this long word. That's a really long word, but remember we can break it apart to read it. So what do we notice first about that word? We always look at the end first.
and it has that suffix ing, so I'm going to put a box around it and just look at the rest of my word first. And then what do you notice about the first part? Well, it's got that th, digraph th, so I'm going to underline it. I don't know if it's going to make a th sound or a th sound right now, okay? I'll have to figure that out. All right, I've got an I as my vowel. It's in front of an N, so that I is going to be short. So I have ink, think, and then I have ing. Thanking. Oh, and then remember about this one? This is that rule breaker. So I'm going to circle it because it's the word of. It doesn't follow one of our rules. So thinking of, what about this word? Look at the end of that word. It's got the ing too, so I'm going to box it off. Now the first part of that word's really easy now. My E doesn't have anything behind it because remember that ing is like there's nothing there right now. So it's open, so it's going to be long. So I'm going to put that macron on top. So B-E, B. So being. So thinking of being. I have A by itself. And I know if A is by itself, it's just going to say its name, right? But when we sound it out, thinking of being A, and then what about that word? It's got that O digraph. And remember, that can say or it can say ooh. We have to figure out which one we're going to use, okay? So I have cook. So the worked on that one because I couldn't say ook. Kook wouldn't make sense. So thinking of being a cook. All right, let's look at the bottom. Where are my vowels in that word? Well, I is a vowel. And then I have E, which is a vowel, but it's an E. It's got a consonant behind it. So this is going to be one of those I consonant E words. And I know when I have an I consonant E word, that I is going to be long and that E is going to be silent. So I'm going to mark it out. So ein, fine. Very good. If I didn't have on the E on there, it would be thin. But I add that sneaky E and it becomes fine. All right, let's look at this next word. I have more than one vowel in there, so I need to figure out where my vowels are. I have a vowel right here, E, and I have a vowel right here, E. And I have 2 consonants behind it. So when I see that vowel, consonant, vowel, remember I can split right down those consonants. So now I've got consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. So it's just like reading 2 CVC words. So I need to know that the E is going to be short, because in a CVC word, the middle vowel is always going to be short. And the E over here is going to be short. So, L, vel, and v-et, vet, vel, vet. All right, guys, we're going to finish our last word real quick. So let's see where our vowels are. I've got an A, which is a vowel, and I've got I, which is a vowel, and then I've got consonant, consonant between it. So that means I'm going to break it up right down the middle. So now I have ab, fab, and ick. Rick, because I know those are short since it's a CVC word. So fabric. So fine velvet fabric. So let's read these all together. I have its vise. Thinking of being a cook. Fine velvet fabric. All right, good job, guys.
All right, so here are our letter name cards, and at the bottom we just added the letter V. So let's real quickly just do a couple of them. Ready? So when I point at it, ready? Digraph EE. How about here? E, consonant E, very good. Down here, K, right here, X, and one more, H, very good. All right, so let's look at our letter cards, okay? When I point at it, you're going to tell me the sound, ready? So I've got yarn, Y, Y, very good. How about this one? Shark, Sh, digraph SH, very good. Our new one, vest, V, V, and one more. How about cube, U, U consonant E, very good. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and connect to Seesaw so that we can do our activity sheet.
Hi guys, so we're ready for our activity sheet, and today we focused on the letter V. Very good. And we learned a rule about when we have V at the end of the word. When we have V at the end, we always make sure it says V-E. It's spelled V-E. So we're going to practice that a little bit. Okay, at the top of your sheet, you can see that we're going to make the uppercase V and the lowercase v. When we make the uppercase V, remember you slant down and then you slant back up. Lowercase v, start at the middle, slant down and slant back up. So you can try that a couple more times. All right, on number 1, we are going to say, I'm going to say some sounds and you tell me how you can spell it, okay? So, if I want to spell the word yellow, what's the first or initial sound I need to use to spell it? Y. Y, very good. What if I want to spell the word tape? Tape. What's the initial sound that I hear in tape? T, very good. Okay, what if I want to spell the word shoes? Shoes. What's the initial sound that I hear in shoes? Shh. That's right, it's that digraph SH. Okay, then what if I want to spell the word boss? Boss. What's the beginning or initial sound in boss? B. Perfect. All right, what about if I want to spell the word bike? Bike. What's the initial sound in bike? B. Good job. And then on number 6, what if I want to spell the word jiggle? Jiggle. J. Very good. Is that initial sound? And then what if I want to spell the word home? Home. So H. Perfect. And then number 8, I'm going to try to mix it up. What if I want to spell the ending sound in mix? So listen for that X. What makes that X sound? That's right, the X. And then number 9, what would I use to say for the middle sound in sleep? So let's listen. Eep. It's that digraph EE that makes that E sound. Very good. And then on number 10, I want you to think, we're going to do it a little bit differently because we needed to practice this one. What are all the different ways that I can spell using the K sound? So let's see, if I hear the K, I can do K, comma, C if it's in the word, then final or ending C, K, comma, K, comma, K-E, comma, and we're going to be adding another one in just a couple days. All right, on number 11, we are going to try to spell a word. Are you ready? We're going to try to spell the word broom. So let's listen to broom. We hear burr, burr. That burr takes 2 letters to make that blend, and it's B-R. Very good. Then burr, ooh, ooh. What vowel team makes that ooh sound? Oh, very good. Burr, M, very good. All right, so our next word we're going to try to spell is next. So what do we hear in next? N, very good. E, X, X, good job. And then T, next. Good job. All right, if I want to spell the V sound, this is something new. Remember, it's the letter V, but then we're also can spell it as final or ending VE, because we want to remember that if we have that V sound at the end, we need that E at the end. All right, on number 14, we are going to try to say some words. Now, these words are a little bit different, okay? That little asterisk means that these can be rule breakers. So let's listen to this word. Have. What do you hear? H. Then A. Have. V. Now, normally, we know that at the end, I have to spell it with a V-E, but listen, ab, that's a short A. Normally, when we have A consonant E, it's usually long, but this is a rule breaker, and it says have instead of have. All right, let's try another one. Live, L, I, L-I, and then V. Now, I can't end an E or a word with a V. I have to have a E. Okay, so again, this is an I sneaky E, but it doesn't follow the rule. Listen, it's short. So it's one of the rule breakers. So have and live. How about give? Give. G, 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 very good. I, and then V, but remember I have to keep that V and E together at the end. And again, listen, G, I. It makes a short sound, so even though it's an I sneaky E word, these are rule breakers. Remember, that's what that asterisk means. All right, so let's go ahead and code some words. Are you ready? So my first word, where's my vowel? My vowel is E. It's got a consonant behind it, so it's going to be short. So, vet, vet. And I look down at my picture, and I automatically know that matches my picture. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line so I don't have to worry about it later. Now, my next word, where are my vowels? I've got O as a vowel and E as a vowel, but it's that sneaky E at the end because vowel, consonant, E. So O, consonant, E. So that means my O is going to be long and my E is going to be silent. So I'm going to mark it out. So then when I say it, I'd say vote, vote. So vet and vote. All right, on the next one, where are my vowels? I've got A as a vowel and I have E as a vowel. I've got a consonant between it, so this is going to be an A sneaky E word, or A consonant E word. So my A is going to be long, so I'm going to put that macron on top, and my E is going to be silent. Very good. So now I have brave, brave. Good job. All right, guys, this word's a little bit different. Look at where my vowels are. Okay? I've got all right, guys, this word's a little bit different. So I've got a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. So I'm going to break it up just a little bit. So my O is in front of an L, so it's going to be short. And then so all, sol, and then my last one says v, because this E is silent, so solve. Vet, vote, brave, and solve. All right, our next word, where are my vowels? I've got I and I've got I. And I've got consonant, consonant in the middle. So break it apart between those consonants. And now it's just like having a CVC, CVC word. So that means both of the I's are going to be short. So now when I sound it out, I have ick, vic, and then tim, victim. So vet, vote, brave, solve, and victim. All right, let's look at these words at the bottom. What do you notice about this word? Well, right off the bat, I see that double F, so I know I've got to cross off one of them. All right, and then where's my vowel? My vowel is I. It's in front of a consonant, so it's going to be closed, so it'll be short. So now I can sound it out. Well, I know that S and N blends together and says sn. So if, sniff. Very good. All right, let's look at the next one. What do you notice? Well, first, right off the bat, I see that digraph TH, so I need to underline it because I know that goes together and tells me not to try to sound it out, that it says instead. All right, then where's my vowel? That's right, it's the A. It's in front of the consonant, so it's going to be short. So now I have think. So sniff and think. All right, number 24, let's look at this word. This word is a contraction, so I can't code it, so I'm just going to circle it, and it's the word he's. All right, let's look at 25. Where are my vowels? I've got a U and I've got a E, and I've got a consonant, consonant in between, so I'm going to break up that word right between the consonants. And now, since my U is in front of my P, I know it's going to be short. Since my E is in front of my T, I know it's going to be short, and I have upset. Upset. Very good. So sniff, think, he's, upset. And then our last one, where's my vowel in that word? That's right, it's the E. But look, I have something special at the end. I have that S suffix, so I need to box that off. And then my E is in front of an L, so it's going to be short. So when I sound that out, I have elm, and then add the Z. Elms. Elms. Very good. And so elms are type of tree, so I'm going to draw a line right there. All right, on the back, I just want you guys to practice writing your uppercase and lowercase v's, and then we're just going to quickly go through this passage and kind of read it so you can see. We're looking for some of those words that have that double F. So my first word says J-F. So Jeff. And then I'm going to mark some of my sight words in here. Lives with his is. Sis, ish, Tish. So Jeff lives with his sis Tish. Tish has a job at a plant. The plant makes vans. Jeff likes vans and likes to go to the plant with Tish. Jeff hopes he will get to have a van soon. Okay, so who is Jeff's sis? What was her name? It says Jeff lives with his sis, Tish. So I'm going to write Tish right there, and I'm going to highlight it so I know where I got the answer. All right, where does Tish have a job? Does she have a job at Jeff, at a plant, or at a van? At a plant, very good, so I'm going to color that one in. And what does Jeff want to get? A van, a job, or a sis? He wants a van, doesn't he? Very good. All right, guys, you did an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow.